Maybach music.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me?
What is good, y'all? Sean School Game back in there with yet another gaming video here, man. We are back with the Saints rebuild. Now today, you can see here on the screen, we are battling back, trying to get into the playoff picture at 7-6. About to face off against the 6-7 Jets with the game against the Cardinals right after another playoff team that they're currently the 6th seed. You see 3 teams from our division are all in the playoffs right now: Carolina, Tampa Bay, and Atlanta. If we want to make a run at the playoffs, it comes with beating Atlanta first. So we basically got to win. If we don't win, we out. We got one more divisional game left against Tampa Bay at the very end of the season, which could very well decide whether we get in or not. But we need a winning streak to go ahead and build off here. We beat Atlanta last time out, 19-16, came down to the very end, and we were able to squeak out a dub. And with the season beginning to wind down, we got to find ways to beat teams. We honestly should be better than what we are. If you ask me, we are the #2 ranked defense with 88 overall offense, which means it should be significantly better. And only mid-tier offensive prowess is what we're getting right now. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know what fix we need to do to fix it. Hopefully the Saints playbook being integrated in will help fix that. You saw it last time with Atlanta. So we're going to jump into this Jets game, get into the fourth quarter, and see if we can hold down a dub, get a dub, and then jump into that game against the #6 seeded currently Arizona Cardinals. Playoff run is in full effect. Let's get it. Here we are into the game finally, and we're going, like I said, quarter by quarter to see if we can go ahead and squeeze out another dub here. We're looking for a good offensive performance as well as the defense to continue to do what is done most of the season, which is be, like I said beforehand, the #2 ranked defense. So we got to look to squeeze out wins, and this is not looking good already, as we've only seen field goals through the first 3 quarters, going into halftime down 17-9. The Jets team isn't good. Like, they were 6-7, and today they look like a powerhouse. So now going down 12-24 with Rock, I mean, are we able to do anything here? Are they making it interesting for me to have to go in? Okay, we got the ball back off of a penalty. Let's see if they, okay, big pass play down the field to Traquan Smith, Deontay Harris, and okay, the pass plays keep coming. There we go. Now we're seeing some offense, and the interception by David Welber ruins that quickly. Okay, we got a fumble recovery right back, so we got the ball. Let's get onto our side of the field. If we can do that, we can go in and look. There we go, 4th and 5. I said it's close enough, man. Let's go get in. It's one of the bottom 3rd defenses in the league too, both run and pass. So we just completely choking here. 3rd down, pass to AK, getting enough for the first, just barely. It's gonna be a high pass attempt day. I mean, we can see about 50 to 60 pass plays for today. Play action here, going with the pick. And that, I mean, 4 minutes left, that should pretty much do it. This is why I don't think we can trust Garland to throw the ball this many times. 34-52, 4 picks, only 1 touchdown. If you just look at these categories right here, these first 3, it's like, okay, that's a pretty good game. And then you look at the touchdown to interception ratio, and it's like, yo, what is going on here with Garland? Right? A 4-pick day here to the New York Jets to give them back to 500 and drop us to under 500. We got to get the ball in Alvin Kamara's hands more. Get the ball in our playmakers some more, and stop throwing so many picks. That's something that he struggled with all season. The interception numbers are very high for him, and I thought that was just, skewed by the first game. I think he had like 5 or 4 interceptions that game as well. But this game, right back to it. 4 picks. We got Garen Conley, David Welber, and CJ. Those are the dudes that was intercepting us today. David Welber and Garen Conley. Who is that? Back here with some negotiations. Obviously, we need to go ahead and make sure the team is staying right, getting better. So I'm going to offer a 3-year deal here to Bryce Thompson. Get him locked up, keep his cornerback depth going. He was signed will stay with the team, so he'll be locked up till about age 26. Also going to Stevie Scott III. He's only 23 years old as well. See a little bit of promise in him and don't want to have to deal with, needing extreme running back depth. So I feel like a nice 2-year contract here is okay. See how high he can get up to and see if it's worth signing him any farther past that. For Adam Troutman, I think a 3-year deal with a little bit less money is more preferable to me. Just being a tight end too, I mean, it's good to have 2 good ones, but I just want to see if he might accept for a little bit less. So we'll keep negotiating with him, see if I can get him for less than that 4 years, $18 million. I feel like that's money for like a starting tight end. That's not money for my backup. and I think D'Angelo Steele will be my starter going forward. So if we get him back or move on, and then we'll sign another backup in free agency. Just not enough points. We'll be able to get to the receivers and tight ends on the extra XP boost, and then we'll begin working on the quarterbacks. See how sporty we do level 2 as well. So we'll get that. We'll go ahead and max out these. That's just like the ultimate goal right now, just getting these 3 maxed out. So now we'll get receivers and tight ends. Once we get a little bit more stat points, we'll be able to hit quarterbacks, and maybe, just maybe, that'll help Josh Garland actually stop throwing interceptions. Finally in the game here, and somehow we've managed to stay in the playoff hunt. Arizona here is 7-7, just like us, and they're still the 6th seed. So Seattle behind them at 7-7, Atlanta's at 7-7. It is a crapshoot. Still plenty of chances to get in. We just have to have a big game and get lucky, basically. Throw goes out quick, and he's almost throwing interceptions again. I don't know how to stop him, man. If he keeps acting up, we might get a new quarterback. There you go, throw to the outside, wide open. And I think that is Traquan Smith with the catch. First time seeing him get some action here while watching a game. We don't really get to see him much, so it's great when he does come in. Looks like we're going with our power formation here out of the shotgun. We might have a quarterback design run. Nope, it will go to the tight end who can't hold on to it. And J.J. Watt will go down with the injury even though he's standing up. Keep moving this rock. Let's show him that the offense really is like that. Throw goes out to the flats. He finds D'Angelo Steele with a great truck forward for the first down. Keep the rock moving. Receivers at the bottom, receivers at the top. Throw out to D'Angelo Steele for the first down. There we go. That's the winning formula. Just keep throwing the rock to D'Angelo Steele. I can't believe even still he's had a pretty good season as far as rushing, passing yards goes. I mean, he has more than Kyler Murray this season, 3,900, very close to 4,000 on the year. And we'll probably get at the end of this game as Ryan Ramsky goes down with an injury. That's great. We should bring in James Hurst there over at right tackle. Let's hope that that doesn't mess anything up and that we get Ramsky back before the end of this game. Run to the right side, and you see why we need Ramsky back. Let's not stall out here. Empty set. Looks like we got D'Angelo Steele there at the bottom of the screen on the trip side. Drop back. Plenty passing room to go out to D'Angelo Steele once again. I'm telling you, just get him the ball. We'll be all right. First time going under center here against Arizona. What will we see Josh Garland do? Hand off to Alvin Kamara up the middle. Solid game. Shotgun. D'Angelo Steele back onto the left side. Throw out quick right to the defender. And Arizona's going off to the races, and it might be a foot race that no one can catch up to as we finally get him taken down. D'Angelo Steele and Alvin Kamara gang up for Buda Baker to go down. Just when things were looking good on offense, slant route throwing way too quickly. We probably did that off of like judgment, just off of timing, because the defender stood right there, right in the way the whole time. Read option here by Kyler Murray is locked up as Marcus Williams fills the gap. Hopkins, only receiver out, at least on the top of the screen. Another read option here, and it's locked up. Oh my goodness, that took a little bit longer to take him to the ground, but read options ain't doing nothing for y'all. Y'all better pass the rock. We did go with the defend the deep pass option here though too. I was in between that and contain the QB, but I didn't foresee him moving out that much, and it's already happened early, wide open to the outside. DeAndre Hopkins. Austin, I need you to lock up over there. I know you got DeAndre. It's a tough one. If it becomes a problem, I will switch Marshawn Lattimore over there. But for right now, let him work, let him get that XP, and let him get that experience. So you got to trust your players. We trusted Sean Dobson, and it's worked sometimes. Obviously, it helped us in Atlanta getting the final play of the game to get us the victory as Demario Davis goes into the backfield for the tackle. On the screen completely open. All receivers to the bottom. Need 17 yards here to get a first. Throw will go out quick to the tight end. We will lock that up and be able to get the rock back on offense. Come on, Garland. We need some success here, man. I'm tired of talking about your failures. Give me something to be happy about for once. Throw out to the far left. He's got a receiver wide open. That's Cole Stewart. Foot race to the end zone. 10, 20. Touchdown. Great job there from the offense. I was just talking about give me something to be proud of, and he throws an absolute dime to Cole Stewart right on the money. to get us that long touchdown. Now it's up to the defense to go back out and continue to do what they were doing. If we can, go ahead and lock up the QB containers without even having to focus in on that, that'll be great. Because like I said, we're worried about the deep pass plays. We don't want DeAndre Hopkins beating us deep. I have enough faith in our run game and our QB contain game to focus on the pass. Here he goes, drop back, throwing out to the pocket again. He's moving out a lot, but that's that pressure. That pressure is coming in too quick, so he's having to get the ball up. James Conner with the great catch on the sideline to get them closer, but now we're in third down territory again. This is where we need to make something happen here. Rolling out again, Kyler Murray. He will just run for the first down and a lot more. Juking gets Marshawn Lattimore looking dumb. It gets up to the 42-yard line. We want to get a dub here. We can keep our eyes down below too. Look for Seattle, look for Atlanta, see if they catch any L's today. Cameron Jordan was jogging a little too slowly, and Kyler Murray is out of the pocket once again as there's an injury down for the offensive line of Arizona. Maybe we do need to focus on Kyler Murray a little bit more. Cameron Jordan was there in the backfield, just couldn't get him down, and he was able to escape out as the run there gets enough for the first. Back for the start of the second quarter, Arizona with the ball down 7-0. Here's Cameron Jordan coming from the outside, dives and just misses out on a sack there, but great play by Demario Davis to close out, reach his angle, gave up a yard, but it could have been a lot worse. Carolina one-game lead over the division right now, tied it just now at 7-7. Throw goes to the outside, and that'll be enough for the first down, and they're in red zone scoring territory. Empty set here. Looks like all receivers over there. They tried to do what looked like a QB draws. We had I think 4 or 5 receivers up there at the top of the screen, and that was completely locked up. I remember we were in Arizona's playbook too to start the season. So the switch here may have helped, may have not. As they go for a screen, we almost get the tackle in the backfield, but Demario Davis does not let the running back escape, and they're down regardless for a loss of about 8. We are in field goal range, lucky enough for them, but we gotta not give the touchdown here. 3rd and 20. We need some pass rush here. Drop back, Kyler Murray looking, nowhere to go. Gets it out before getting sacked. And we get him tackled down for a gain of 6. Spread it out a little bit. Looks like we're rushing 3-man coverage across the board. Might have went quarters here. Kyler Murray all day to throw in the pocket. No pass rush coming through, and we're able to get him as he tries to run out of the pocket, but there's nowhere to go. Pretty interesting there. We rarely rush 3. And you can see why. It had no kind of pass rush, but thankfully the coverage behind it was great. Throw goes out quickly there to Marshawn Lattimore's side, and he knocks the ball out. Or is that a catch? They give him a catch, but no fumble. I don't know how he was able to do that, but 1st and 10 here at the 50, midfield. Running again. Oh, no, you almost had the sack. David Onyemata in the backfield, just at the last moment gets tripped up. Could be another read option here. Watch out for it. Nope, straight drop back. Slant route. That is a pick. Sean Dobson with his 2nd interception of his career. First one was to seal the game. This one could give us a great chance to get back up 2 scores. Here's our chance. We got to go ahead and capitalize and get points on the board here. 1st and 10, we're under center, heading off to Alvin Kamara. Not much running room today, but looks like we're doing a little bit for him on that one to get about a gain of 5 yards. Going back to our power formation here. Please don't be a QB design run. There you go. Hand off to Alvin Kamara again. Let him eat. Let him eat. We ain't running enough. That's why it ain't opened up just yet. We ain't running enough. Give the ball back to Alvin Kamara. Oh, you want to pass again? Give it to him right now. Pass it to him. Okay, wide open Cole Stewart. I don't know where the middle of their field was, but I'll take it for a nice big game there. Had a crazy amount of options. Alvin Kamara was open. MT was open. Cole Stewart was the deepest route open, so I'm glad he went for that one. Throw over the top one-on-one coverage. And you try to trust there. I see Deontay Harris getting one-on-one matchups, but he did not have the position. He probably should have went to the left side of the field. In field goal range, but we want to go get a touchdown here. 2nd and 10, throw out quick, and he's got D'Angelo Steele once again. He got quiet for a little bit, but let's feed that man some more. Fresh out the 2-minute warning. MT in the slot. 2nd and 8 here with a chance to score at the 11. 4-man pressure, nobody open. Michael Thomas. First pass play out of the 2-minute warning, and we're back up 2 scores. Let's get it. Let's hold them. We are up 14-3. Let's make that the halftime score here. Defense blitzing a little bit, and it's almost picked off. Marcus Williams just barely got his paw on it to avoid a deep pass play down the field. And that is the first incompletion. We need to go ahead and get him a 3 and out here. 4-man rush again. Kyler Murray on the run to the outside, just getting his toes down. I think that is Rondell Moore getting the catch there. Nope, that's actually Isabella. His second catch of the game. 3rd and 4 here. Another 4-man pressure almost getting there. Out to the flats, and he dropped the rock. He dropped the pass, and they will go ahead and punt the ball back. So not only did we stop them, but we might have a chance here to score right before the end of the half. Let's get to work here, man. We got what's that, like 76 yards to go down the field and go get a touchdown. That's D'Angelo Steele with a great catch, and he breaks to the outside. Full rest of the zone. He ain't that fast, but he's a tight end though, so it's all right. Getting me to the 26-yard line. I did not see that coming. He was stumbling coming out of the block or out of his route. Was able to get his fingertips on it and stumble his way all the way up the field untouched. Great block by the receiver there, and already over 100 yards in the first half. Now under about 60 seconds to go, already in field goal range at the least here. Pressure is not existent, throwing to the corner. Deontay Harris gets his feet down and gets out of bounds. We get to save our timeout. 56 seconds left. His first catch of the game, about second or third target. Finally able to see him come alive a little bit here, but 12 yards away from pay dirt. Down by the bottom of the screen by himself. Dropping back, 4-man pressure, almost getting it to the corner. Michael Thomas is too clutch. Saw there at halftime too, the Bears are taking care of Atlanta, which is just what we need. We also need to check in on Seattle when we get a chance. But I wanted to go ahead and come up here to the booth, see if we can go ahead and get through some of this third quarter, doing hopefully more of the same as we go in 21-3. Big body sack there from rookie Reggie Holt, and let's get this offense back moving and doing what they used to. Oh my gosh, 82-yard rush file, come on. This is what I thought would happen on paper, you know, with a lot of teams that we played, especially last week with the Jets. The offense on paper you saw was an 88 overall, and somehow we're still just mid-tier offense on both sides, or both offense or passing and rushing on offense. Defense play lights out all year, and we're seeing it here. It's easier to do that when your offense is scoring and you're not having to go out on defense as much. And we've seen it here as we've only given up 6 points through 3 quarters heading into the fourth. Getting in on the touchdown action there as we go up 35-6, and I'd say this ball game is just about done unless they can do something on their end to make it a little bit more exciting. They did get David Curry, who was the left tackle that we were interested in, over Dion Gordon, the one that we got right now. You can say whichever one's done better, but I've been happy with what he's been able to do at the left tackle spot for as young as he is and his low overall. I'm pretty sure we haven't seen much pressure come off that left side, if any. And most of it's just been when the receivers are locked up or Josh Garland's taking forever to pass the ball. We'll see. It looks like a little bit more progress here in the end game to give Alvin Kamara a little bit of a break. We got a big lead, so I'm fine with that. Let the other running backs come in and get some work in. Finally seeing a dub worthy of excitement here. 35-6 against Arizona, and it was complete domination. More of what I need to see. This is what we were doing early in the season. 298, 3 touchdowns here, and an interception for Josh Garland, and we didn't let Kyler Murray run all over us. Only 50 rushes, 12 attempts. We held him in without even having to focus on QB contain. Alvin Kamara almost 200 yards on the ground here for the touchdown for him. and Lamar Crothers. They're late at the very end of the game. Most of our receivers got their work done in the first half. D'Angelo still had 101 by halftime. I got to think Cole Stewart had his 109 by halftime as well with that long catch that he had for the big body touchdown there. One touchdown for him. MT, both his catches were touchdowns, 23 yards there. Both corner routes, I think, corner and out routes going towards the end zone. As you see David Curry gave him a sack. Glad we didn't draft you. Look at this. Deion Gordon didn't give him no sacks though. That's all I'm going to say. And the defense did what they needed to, really showed out like a number 2 defense today. And it gets easier to play number 2 defense when your offense is beasting and feasting like they were today. With the dub there, we move up to 3rd place finally as we saw that Atlanta was losing to Chicago in the game. They actually ended up losing overall, so 7-8. We're 8-7, and does that put us in the playoff picture? Also beating Arizona, so that's 2 teams below us now, and it doesn't. Seattle must be 8-7 as well, and the football team is now in position at number 7. Carolina's worked their way to the 1 seed, so even if we do make the playoffs, we'll probably end up having to play Carolina again, which y'all know we don't do very well against divisional opponents in the postseason. But now these last 2 games become very, very crucial because Washington is our only other option to get in the playoffs, and then we got to beat Tampa Bay to like, stay in that area. So both these last 2 games are must-win games, must-watch games. Maybe even might develop some full games for both of them. Y'all gotta let me know down below what y'all want to see. If I don't hear anything, we'll probably just do a full game for both of them. You see Carolina's clinched the playoff spot at 11th floor. Chiefs are 11-4, clinched the division. Same with the 49ers and the Patriots. If we just go to the NFC side, how many teams are in this wild card? So we got division, wild card number 1. We should be in the wild card because we're listed number 2 over Seattle and the football team. But in the playoff picture, they're both listed above us. Let's see if we can figure out why. I don't think we've played Seattle division. It would go to conference play, I think, next. That's why. We're 5-5 in the conference. Seattle 6-4, and then the football team 6-5. So that is why we're at least a little bit behind. Our play in conference is a little bit less than theirs. So we got to get this dub here against the football team, and then maybe we'll be in, but you never know. The Eagles are still right there. What are they in conference? At 8-7 as well. If they were to win, they are 6-4, which would put us 6-5. I mean, if Seattle loses, could put us in playoff picture. I don't know. The playoff picture is so confusing, bro. Like, it should at least, like, you go on ESPN and it tells you why somebody has a specific ranking above you. So first of all, my ranking should be below the teams that I'm below. And then it should tell me why they got the tiebreaker over me and explain it a little bit more. But I know Madden ain't that in depth, so I'll cut them some slack. As we look in here to the tree, you see I got 4, 8, 12 total talents. My offensive coach got 7 and 6. Defense coach 3 and 5. And then 1 talent coach for my personal trainer, or not personal trainer, player personnel. So like the scouting and all that stuff. He's got 1 trade over there. Going back to ours though, we see we got 46, which is just enough to go ahead and get the last upgrade we were trying to get, which is the QB XP boost by 10%. And now we can go ahead and start getting the level 2s to all those. This will just make every player on the team a scheme fit, which will give them the scheme fit bonus, but that's 50. And then after that, slow rating possessions and reveal hidden depth trait for 1 player once per season. I don't really care about that. And slow rating regression for 1 season for 1 position can maybe come in some effect, maybe. I don't really know if I care about that either, so we might focus on this and getting all these to level 2s. We'll take a quick look at the stats before we get out of here. With 2 games left, Josh Garland is at 4,205 yards, 21 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, so he's managed to 50-50, that touchdown to interception ratio, which I think this would be a career high in yardage already by over 300, and we still got a bunch of games to go. He's thrown for less passes, but completed more, been sacked less, and actually trying to get the ball down the field. You see it's an 80-yard long pass here, better completion percentage. This year has definitely been better for him, except for the interceptions, obviously, which have gone up and the touchdowns that have gone down. So that's why I'm saying, like, he's inconsistent. You can't really tell if he's better or worse than his rookie season. I guess we'll take the more yards, but I'd like to see more touchdowns as well. Alvin Kamara eclipsed over 1,000 yards with the last game that he had, 12 touchdowns there. And then receiving wise, Deontay Harris already over 1,000. Michael Thomas will get it. And I feel like Cole Stewart can get it too as well. With 2 games left, he only needs 95 yards. So we could have 3 receivers all over 1,000. 8, 6, 5 touchdowns between the 3 of them. And D'Angelo still has Rosen up, 520 receiving yards for him as well, 2 touchdowns. I think he'll probably plateau around the 600 mark though, with only 2 games left in the season. Another thing I want to check on is how much sacks Deion Gordon is giving up here. It looks like 13 last year with 2 games left. He's already given up 10 this year. So he's, I guess you could say, kind of on maybe on pace to break that, which is kind of absurd to me. I didn't think he was giving up that many sacks this year, but it looks like he might end up giving more sacks than his rookie season. KJ Wright leading us in tackles here. Looks like Marshawn Lattimore leading us in interceptions. I saw him with 5. Is that true? Let's get the 5 interceptions. Malcolm Jenkins with 3. And then our sack leaders for the season, Cameron Jordan with 8, but Marcus Davenport has 15. I haven't even noticed how many sacks this man's got. 6.5 for Onyemata, and then rookie Reggie Holt only 3.5 here, 7 tackles for loss. So not a bad rookie season at all. As you can see, some of the league leaders over the top 3, Josh Garland is top 3 in passing yards, way far behind Cam Newton and Patrick Mahomes, and both of them dudes at 4,600. Probably will both eclipse over 5,000, but Patrick Mahomes 41 touchdowns. Tigers ahead of everybody else. You see Chubb, Jonathan Taylor, CMC, Chris Godwin, Cornell Powell, and Rocky Levy. Rocky Levy was in the draft class. If you remember, he probably went to a good team to actually put him as maybe their number 1 option. But it was somebody that I kind of had my eye on, didn't really want. I'm glad we got Cole Stewart. I think that was better for us because we wouldn't put him in a situation to be number 1. So Rocky Levy with us probably wouldn't have them stats. Cole Stewart on that team probably would have more stats because Cole Stewart is just like that. But as I told y'all guys, next time out will be a hard-fought game here against the football team. Should be a pretty even matchup if you look at it on paper. 83 offense, 89 defense, 85 overall, 88 offense, 84 defense, 86 overall. They are the 19th best offense, 25th best defense. We jumped all the way up in one game, all the way to the 5th best offense after that game. Sheesh. I don't know how we did that. We still 23rd in points per game, but the yardage just shot way up after that beastly and feastly game that we just had against Arizona. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to go sleep on it. We'll get back with the Washington football team in their own separate video, and then get back with Tampa in their own separate video. And let's hope we can make this playoff push and see y'all on Wild Card Weekend. So it's been your boy Sean Too Smooth, aka Black Okage, Black Avatar King Leo. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing, and following for more information. See you guys next time. I'm gone. Peace.